Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we faced down the gym leader of Mauville City's Pokemon Gym, Watson, and his electric types, where we managed to overcome him thanks to Pika here, though not without some trouble from Sonic Boom and Supersonic, so a little harder than previous electric gyms we faced, even though it's only been one. After that, we headed off to Turf Town to visit Wally, and then went into Rush Turf Tunnel to break up a rock that was separating his cousin Wanda from her boyfriend, and received a Chimmo 4 strength. After that, we decided to head north of Mauville City to continue on with our journey. This time we will be doing just that, but first we're going to be talking to this eccentric pair. These two we'll be seeing quite a bit throughout our journey, and you'll want to keep a close eye out for them. Oh, we've just spotted a tough-looking trainer here of all places. Okay, roll camera. Let's get this interview. Alright, this is a double battle, so make sure that you're prepared. Interviewer Gabby and Ty, with a Whismur and a Magnemite, so pretty decent, I think. We should be able to easily take care of that Whismur with the Bullet Seed, and Rock Smash should be able to handle the Magnemite. I have done a little bit of training off screen just to get prepared for the journey ahead. And I knew this was going to be easy, but I didn't expect it to be that quick. Oh well. Forest and Sly Cooper. My eyes didn't lie. I did discover an astonishing trainer. Okay, good chunk of money for defeating them this time. Awesome, awesome! Who are you? I knew you were onto something wild when we spotted you. Oh, please let me explain. We travel around everywhere interviewing all sorts of trainers. So would you give us a bit of your time for an interview? Yeah, why not? You will? Thank you. Okay, I need you to describe your feelings about our battle, but it has to be short and sweet. Go. So yeah, you basically are given a few minor options to select from a list. You know what? I think I'll just go with challenge, just because this will probably be the only time I do this, just because it's a little repetitive. Yeah, that's a perfect clincher. I get the feeling that will make a great TV show. There's a chance that they'll air this on TV, so make sure to look for us. Okay, we'll be seeing you. Alright, well, we're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for those two in the future. Anyway, I'm going to avoid fighting this woman. And, nope, did not mean to do that, but oh well. Okay, what do you have? Probably going to be an EV that I don't need, but we can easily deal with that. Okay, I suppose one more defense EV on Forest won't hurt. I think I already have him up to the maximum special attack EVs that I wanted for him. Although I should hold back a little, considering he's nearing the new level cap. The current level cap is 28, so getting up there. Not too much. Thankfully, we don't have to go too far for what's to come. We're gonna just go right here into this grass and find a new Pokemon, since this is a new route. Only two here, so let's see what we get. Okay, rather serendipitous that's you. This was a Pokemon I got on this This was the Pokemon I got on this route in my last journey, so gonna be interesting to see what we can do. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna just try throwing a Ultra Ball at it, just to see if we can get it without too much trouble. Well, that was easy. Well, you're definitely going to be one for the record books. Let's see, I think... You know what, just as a nod to my previous Let's Play, I will use the last name of the character I used for that run. So, Cujo, sent to the PC. And we'll avoid that battle. And this battle. And we'll just continue on up here into Fiery Path. I think we should be fine to just run through here. Okay, what do we get? And a coughing. Okay, well that's pretty good. I was expecting a fire type, but honestly, not getting a fire type in Hoenn is fine by me. Just because of how the end game is in this particular entry of the Pokemon series. And of course you poison Urbosa. Oh well, one Thunder Wave just to get us set up. And let's just use... we'll go to the berries and just use one of our Pecha berries that we've been saving. Just so that we don't have to deal with that poison. And that was pointless. Okay, well... Yeah... Probably a bit of a waste to use this full restore now, but let's get rid of that and hope that he misses with... Okay, good. He missed with poison gas. Let's just do a tackle. And another tackle. Okay. Was worried I almost killed it there. Thank goodness. This should make it an easy catch with a Great Ball. Okay, that's good. And just the first name that came to mind, because it sounds like a toxic gas in the real world. I don't know if it's actually spelled like this in the real world. Sarin. Well, with that we can actually now just use a repel. To just get through here. We could move that boulder if we had the next gym badge, but we don't right now. Back on Route 112, so we can't catch anything here, but we can get these berries. Ross berries, those will cure burn. Pecha berries, we just used one, so that's a good replacement. And 2 more Ross berries. Okay. Don't want to plant a berry. We'll avoid battle with this guy as soon as he turns again. Oh, and of course I don't. Show me how much you've toughened your Pokemon. Alright, well, I guess another battle won't hurt us. Cool Trainer, these guys can typically have various Pokemon, so that'd be interesting. Of course you had something that'll be annoying for Lombardi to fight. Thankfully Quick Attack was enough to take you out. And you didn't have static, or it just didn't proc. Right, Lombardi just used another Wing Attack. And easy peasy, I suppose. I see, you've toughened them considerably. Yeah? You want to make sure to talk to this guy because he has something for you. What's that? What am I doing? I'm thinking about making my own room here using a Pokemon move. I know, I'll give you this TM. Will you use it to make your own room? Sure, why not? TM43. Obtained. Find a big tree that looks like it might drop some vines. Use secret power in front of the tree. Some vines should get free and drop down so you can climb the tree. You'll find a lot of space for putting your favorite things. It'll be your own secret room, a secret base. You should make one too. Another thing, you don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. Try using secret power on rock walls that have small indents in them. I'm going to look for other places too. Okay, bye. Alright, well, this is another gimmick of this generation. I personally didn't really get much out of it. Anyway, we can actually cut down this tree because we actually have a rather significant stop right here. If we talk to this old woman... Oh dear dear, aren't your Pokemon exhausted? If you'd like to rest up here, that's a fine idea. You should do that. That's right, take your time and rest up. Oh dear dear, are your Pokemon still tired? You should take another rest here. That's a fine idea. You should do that. No. Is that so? You don't need to be shy about it. Yeah, I know, Forever Grandma, I'm not gonna bother with you. I know TFS played up your kind of loneliness and wanting me to stay here forever and just sleep, but we are not gonna be doing that. In search of trainers. Hi, today I'm visiting an area near Route 111. We're trying to spot some up-and-coming new talent in the field. Today we turned our lens on the trainer Seipher. There's something about this trainer that piqued our interest. The best way to determine how strong a trainer is? Well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in battle with Seipher. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and tossed aside. Seipher is ruthlessly strong. We asked the trainer for a succinct summation of the battle we shared. I lost confidence in myself as a result of our encounter. We were beaten before we could launch a single attack. Oh. In spite of that, Seipher's battles are worth seeing. I recommend confident trainers to challenge Seipher. After our battle, we asked Seipher for a succinct summary. The trainer replied, challenge. Seipher's Pokemon Grovyle and Linoon. And challenge. That's deep. There's deep significance behind that quote. No surprise a good trainer has good things to say. That's all for today. See you again on our next broadcast. Alright, well, that was pretty simple. They'll basically do that every time you run into them. At least for right now, that's the only time we run into them, but I'm sure we'll be seeing them again. Let's pick these berries, and then I'll talk to that woman right there. Yeah, you know what? Orangeberries and raspberries, I don't think I need them. I watered my plants lots and lots. A whole bunch of flowers bloomed, and then a whole bunch of berries appeared. Here you go, you can have this. Obtain the raspberry, so we got another one after picking from that plant. I'm going to try really hard to make some red Pokeblocks. I hope you try hard too. Alright, well, we're not really interested in Pokeblocks because those are a contest thing. And I guess we're gonna have to fight that woman, so let's quickly swap Sly Cooper to the front, and he has an item, so let's take that from him. What'd you get this time, Sly? Another Super Potion. Always can use those healing items. Oh, your Pokemon look like serious actors. I have to ask you for an engagement. Okay, pretty weird, but whatever. Cool Trainer Brooke would like to battle. Okay, a Wingull, not too bad. We'll just use Strength to easily take you down. And a Numel. Again, easy to handle enough on our own, I suppose. and a Roselia, so would have been decent for Forest to actually get involved, or maybe Urbosa to get some speed and special attack EVs, but it's fine. They didn't just look strong, they were strong. Okay, did we get anything on slide? No. Okay. We'll just continue on, and now we're in a new route. Now, before we go further, I just want to point out how interesting this route looks, and there is a gimmick behind how it looks, but we'll get into that later. However, before I go into the grass, because we can find new encounters here, I want to actually quickly swap who's in the lead of my party, so we'll just swap Forest for Sly Cooper, and then swap Oceanus to the front. And then we're going to activate a Repel, because it's time for a good old-fashioned encounter routing, because on this route there are only 3 Pokemon that you can catch, 2 of them ranging from levels 14 to 16, and 1 that's just level 16. So the Pokemon that you can find here, 70% chance of the time is Spinda, which is not all that great. 25% chance of the time Sandshrew, which is okay, but not super good. And then the rare encounter, 5% of the time, is Skarmory. Now, Sandshrew and Spinda can appear levels 14 to 16, and Skarmory can only appear level 16. So if you lead in this area with a Pokemon that is level 16, and you use a Repel, you can eliminate the level 14 and 15 Spindas and Sandshrews, which in turn will allow us to increase our chances of finding a Skarmory. This, if my math is correct, this drops the Spinda chance from 70% to 45%. The Sandshrew chance increases from 25% to 29%. And then the big difference is that Skarmory jumps up from 5% to 26%, so it's a pretty good odd of finding a Skarmory in this method, so let's hope I get lucky. And oh my god, it worked. And a female at that, that's pretty rare. I hope it's a good one, because, I mean, I have Lombardi, but just to have something like this to keep on the back burner in case something happens to Lombardi would be excellent. Good switch to Urbosa so that we don't end up dealing with a bad attack. Now, what to name you? Well, you got decent moves, I'll give you that much. Now, from my calculations, because I did look at Pika's attack stat and EVs and IV, and I'm basically operating under the assumption that this thing has 0 IVs in defense and 0 IV, 0 and a hindering nature for defense. I'm gonna use Tackle with Pika to weaken it slowly but surely. Although I think that proves that it has a slightly higher defense stat, or a defense boosting nature. So we should be okay, but I wanna with something like this, I wanna not risk possibly killing it. So we're just gonna do this nice and slow. It has to have a pretty decent attack EV to be able to do more than 1 damage with Peck on a Graveler. Okay, I think that should be decent enough. Let's try... You know what, we'll try an Ultra Ball just because. Yeah, the catch rate on this thing is pretty low, so we're not going to have a lot of luck, so... If push comes to shove, we can use one of the timer balls I picked up at Rustboro. Shoot, that was very close. Come on. Don't be like this. I suppose while I'm doing this, I should try to think of a name for you. Well, I know it would be reusing a nickname, but I think I've got one for you. Come on, stop being stubborn and get in the ball. You're using up all the Ultra Balls that Sly Cooper found us. Thank you. Okay. Skarmory's Day was added to the Pokedex. We'll just call you... Charlie. And now that that has been dealt with, we'll quickly swap Sly Cooper to the front so that we don't run into any more encounters, at least while we have a repel up. We're gonna avoid any fights for right now because I don't really feel like fighting anymore. Let's go pick up that item though, just because. Max Ether, that's pretty good. Those will be very useful later on. Okay, Repel wore off, so let's use up another one. And we want to quickly stop off here and talk to this guy. This area is covered in volcanic ash, huff puff. I'm specially gifted, huff puff. I make glass out of volcanic ash and make items, huff puff. Go collect ashes with this, huff puff. Obtain the soot sack. Just take that soot sack and walk through the piles of ash, huff puff. And it will fill up with volcanic ash, huff puff. Once you think you've collected a good amount, come see me, huff puff. You will definitely want to grab this. I won't be running around here on screen anymore. I'll just take care of this off screen, but he has some pretty good items he can make for you with the volcanic ash you get in this area, so you definitely want to grab it. I think we want to grab this too. Yep, TM32, that is Double Team. It's a very useful move. Bit cheesy, but powerful. Anyway, we'll just blow past here, and now we're in Fallarbor Town. We're not going to be staying here long. There's just a few things we have to do. Okay, the repel wore off. That's good. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon Center. You restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Oh wait, I don't really need to read this. We've been through this so many times already on screen. However, we do notice that the PC is being locked off. Oh, hello. You are? Okay, your name's Seipher. I could see that you're a trainer. So that means you use the Pokemon storage system I developed. Oh. Okay, thank you. How I arrived at that conclusion is a simple deductive process. You spoke to me because you wanted to access something on this PC. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Lynette. Honestly, I'm glad to meet you. It's great you're using the storage system. If you could, please visit me at my house in Route 114. Okay, well, that is certainly something we'll have to do a bit later. Let's quickly just, you know what, we're gonna actually take a look at the new Pokemon we've caught. So let's see, Cujo, Guts, Serious Nature, Saren, Levitate, Bold Nature, and, Charlie, Keen-Eye, Mild Nature. Mild Nature is not good. I believe that's plus special attack, minus attack. I believe that's the same nature that Merc has. So not all that great. Well, at least Saren actually came with a smoke ball. That's something. What well, we'll change our team around off screen. I don't want to waste time like that. Let's check out the mart before we end things off. What do you have to sell here? Great Ball, Super Potion, Escape Rope. Super Repels. Basically just a slightly better repel, does double. Decent enough, I suppose. We'll probably sell off some of our repels and get some of those later. Want to quickly go right here because there's a hidden item here. A nugget. Definitely going to want to have that in our pocket. Next, I just want to point out this house right here, Move Tour's house, new moves taught to Pokemon. If you go in there, you can reteach any moves you've previously forgotten, but you need a heart scale. You can find some. We found some of those on the beach at Slateport already, but there is another way to get them repeatedly, at least to my knowledge. Next, we're just going to come here and go to this house, Fossil Maniac's house. Fossils greatly accepted. We're just going to go in and actually not bother going into the back, but we'll talk to this kid. My big brother's the Fossil Maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils. He loves digging holes, too. He dug this hole by himself. You can have this so you can dig holes just like my big brother. Obtain the TM28. That is Dig. That's a decent ground-type move, and be good to have for a later gym. And now, we can actually talk to this guy. All my Pokemon does is roar. No one dares come near me. If you would, please take this TM away. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to hiccup. TM05 contains Roar. A Roar sends Pokemon scurrying. Well, not as useful as Dig, but good to have. And now we have officially made it down to... well, I guess one more battle won't hurt. Picnic for Nancy. We'll just easily take care of you with Sly and an end to this episode. Alright, shouldn't be too much trouble. Alright, well with that, I think that we have done quite a bit. We've caught in a few team members and made it to a new area, and next time we'll be doing more catching and progressing the story onwards. So I'm going to end things off here. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.